It's about not smoking the shit, I'm hoping it flip. Big time blunts with the Shovanist Pig. I need a sofa to see it. Thoughts of suicide, how when the weed is somebody that I always talk to for a walkthrough. I lose weed, then I lose my mind. I may go ballistic when a nigga not off the line. I seen a fine ass woman, now I'm making her mine.
All right, y'all, we are back. 105 Shovanist Pigs Podcast. I'm your boy Logan the Machine, aka Old Man Logan. This is a Sunday, so y'all gonna get a special treat, 2 for 1 this week. All right, to my
man, we're not doing this shit no more. I'm Rollo Jenkins. This is Andrew Kelly, and
I'm trying to get my button shit on, man. Y'all just pissing on my shit.
You ain't got it together yet. You gotta rehearse that shit at the crib, cause you're not your left or your right.
I'll be discombobulated.
You gotta be in the shower and start. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna just start saying, "Hey, I got my boys Rollo and yeah."
How that nigga was on
Whoever watching, they know shit.
What's that movie? Fucking.
You had a problem with that last week when I said that.
What?
They know who we are.
They do. But I just it's part of the intro, man. You know, I'm trying to, it's nothing different than when Envy do his morning. Everybody is DJ Envy.
But he got it together. You ain't got it together.
But see, I'm kind of sitting how Envy sit now, so that's why
Why you couldn't just say man to the brothers in front of me?
I could, you know. So that's how I'm start doing. I'm start doing like Envy then.
Good morning, America. This is DJ Envy. This is the Breakfast Club.
Welcome everybody to the Shovanist Pigs. It's DJ Envy. All right, man. So how everybody feeling before we get started? We got a lot of shit to talk about. Crazy times going on in the city of Shy. That ain't nothing different. That ain't nothing new.
I don't know, man. I'm just fucking tired. Long fucking week, and then I went to some gay shit the other day.
What was the gay shit?
One of my coworkers had he's a drag queen.
Oh.
So I went to a drag queen show.
The drag show?
Yeah, I went to a drag show.
This your second time, because didn't you say you went with one before?
I was gonna go. I didn't go, but I went this time. I felt the pressure to go because everybody at work was just like, yo, you gonna go? You coming? Like I go to the bar and shit with y'all niggas, but why I gotta come to the whole element? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, I want to be in the element. And I ain't got nothing wrong with the element, but so I'm like, fuck it, I'll go.
I get it.
So,
nigga had fun.
That shit didn't close till 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, you was out there that late?
I ain't get home till like 3:30.
What the fuck was y'all?
What else would it be? Fucking Boys Town.
Oh, they had you all the way up there? Oh, okay.
So we did that shit and stayed out there till like 3:30 drinking whatever the fuck we was drinking. Went home. It wasn't bad though. He won. And then like he wasn't even like the best one there, but it was like 2 black dudes that girls. I don't know what they was calling them girls. So here nor there. Mama named you Eli. I'm gonna call you Eli. So.
And what would be the feminine version of that name?
I don't know. They ain't even Eli. The nigga named his name is Trevor, but he has a drag name.
Right.
What's the drag name?
His drag name is Miss Judith.
Oh.
Okay. But he won because the black dude that was doing like in contents, the judges, the 3 or 4 judges there were saying that you need to say all the words to the song. So they had like a spin wheel. You spin the spin wheel, and whatever it lands on, that person has to perform, and then they spin it again, and that's the song you got to perform. So random ass songs that up tempo gay shit. Only song I knew was like fucking a Whitney Houston song. I want to dance with somebody. So they played that, and you got to sing in a song, but you must be singing the lyrics along with all your dancing and voguing and shit.
So you gotta have breath control and all that shit.
But the black dudes, girls, whatever, was killing them in the dancing and flipping and all that shit, right. But they weren't saying none of the words really.
Okay.
So they was like losing or getting disqualified, and one of them was like, felt like he won. He was cold with it though. This is how you gotta put yourself in the mindset. Remember that these niggas are still dudes, because some of the shit he was doing was very
athletic.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like grandma type shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas are standing on his hands, doing flips to the wall and jumping off that motherfucker like at a drag show. But at the same time, he's not performing the words all the way. So when the other people are winning, the white guys, white girl guys, people, they're winning because you're not following the actual instructions of the show.
Yeah.
So he got mad. He got into a little scuffle a little bit. So he got disqualified.
Oh, damn, man, he trying to fight?
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Or girl.
Or, yeah. I guess.
We will. We'll arrive one day. We don't know what to call you.
Person.
Yeah, that's a safe way. Person. Very safe.
But how you going to differentiate who you're talking about? They're all persons.
People. I don't know. That's why they have names. And we have names.
Yeah, but then you got them emails. I don't know if they do this at y'all job, but I know y'all be seeing them with the damn the little signature shit. It'll be like Christina, his, her, she.
Yeah, I be seeing that.
Shit.
Yeah, I be hating that shit. Like, we know what the fuck you are.
They got that shit on IG now. What are your pronouns?
You lost a pig, nigga?
I don't even think I put the pig up, to be honest. I didn't. They getting us like unfiltered today shit. We just started.
Let's knock this Sunday out. Fuck it. What's the first topic?
All right. First topic. We're gonna jump into Young Thug and Gunna are the crime bosses out in these streets with YSL.
Now, what do you really know about it? Like I've
Right. I just know they got the Rico.
I know they got hit with the Rico, and
They got 50 bodies.
I started going like way too in deep into my brain with it, and I'm thinking to myself like, we are never told that it's illegal to sell drugs. So how do you supposed to learn that it's illegal to sell drugs?
When they catch your ass.
You never notice that? Like they teach you shit like the Constitution in school and shit like that, but nobody. I mean, they tell you drugs are bad for you, but nobody ever tells you that drugs are illegal.
Right.
I think it's safe to assume though that drug sales are illegal.
Why?
What you mean why? We've seen this shit in movies.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's our only depictions that we get are movies that are usually fiction movies about selling drugs or doing drugs and drugs in general. I'm just trying to say, like, as a defense attorney, if it came down to the come down, I would be like, man, like, who the fuck said it's illegal? How would my client know that selling drugs or whatever they were doing is illegal if it's not simply stated to you ever in school?
Well,
Yeah.
And your primary education 1 through 14, what the fuck is your grade you graduate from? 9, 10, 11, 12. 12.
12. 1 through 12.
1 through 12. Nobody ever says that drugs are illegal.
somebody's arguing.
That's the basis of your education. I was thinking about this on my way over here. I'm driving in the car, and I'm thinking about it like we are taught that driving without a driver's license is illegal in school. That's why they have driver's ed and shit like that.
So you saying we need drug ed?
And even like that, when it comes to like, think about the gun situation, even like with Shorty with the gun, we'll get to that later, but like, we know guns are illegal.
Right.
But when are you told guns are illegal?
Right.
The only thing that you learn technically is that you have the right to bear arms.
Right. So I'm about to say, technically they ain't illegal. You just gotta.
I mean, but we gotta look at it this way. When you sell crack, is that being taxed? Is Uncle Sam getting his piece of money?
That's the real
If I
issue.
sell a stove on OfferUp, is it being taxed? Is it illegal to sell a stove? It's a whole website for selling shit you don't want.
It is, but
Or you just want to get rid of.
But this is the thing with that though, like some of them websites, they want you to report the shit that you're selling and that you're that you're selling on there. Like if you have an OnlyFans page, they make you fill out the W-9 form and all that shit. So everything is supposed to be reported, and basically that's the bullshit about, like what you're saying. Like, not saying what your point is false, but the thing is if Uncle Sam ain't getting his money from it, then yeah, it's illegal. And that's how they coming at it.
Right, that's how I look at it.
You know what I mean? As long as Uncle Sam, like weed forever has been utilized by people. You know what I'm saying? And it was illegal forever until they started figuring out the particulars to where they could benefit from it, and the city and states of the great United States.
Okay, what if you're selling this? What if you're selling drugs in Florida where there's no state tax? How do we report this income?
This is true. I don't know. But we also got
you've
many of them drug lords that love to say, hey, it was just a nigga on Rick Ross album talking about, yo, I helped build a motherfucking skyline. So,
Do legit.
For Cocaine Cowboys, yeah, he was getting to it.
He legit.
He wasn't legit. A legit drug dealer.
That's what I meant.
You said legit like.
No, I didn't mean he was. Nah.
He was fucking Paul Vallis or some shit.
No, I meant like legit, like a
So
legit
basically, yeah, you get Thug. He gets arrested. He's raided. They raided the house again. They get the guns, and then I guess they did have Gunna.
Got that nigga like Wednesday or some shit.
Hey, bro, he need a better lawyer already. Before I even turn myself in, I need a bond or something. Like, well, how we going about this bond court, bro?
Because I'm trying to be out.
That's how you fuck up. It's like,
well, they wasn't after him at first, right? They were just after Thug.
when they went after them. When I seen the indictment thing come out, they was saying both of them. Thug was just at home. Gunna wasn't. And then I don't know what Gunna's like position is supposed to be into the whole scheme of things, because they were just saying that. I've heard things that saying like he's an artist, so when he says things, he's saying things on behalf of a label that he signed to, which is his job.
Right.
It's like you wearing your Target uniform outside or some shit, or if you work at Target.
Right.
Like you're not at work, but you're still representing Target because you're.
Right.
So.
Right.
We'll
And then they said it's kind of bogus on how they even put Gunna into it, because he had a lyric. They're using a song lyric that he stated something about, we got 100-round drums or some shit. And he said YSL in the lyric. And they just wanted him off of that. Like, they don't have any other accusations against him other than the use of his lyrics.
We'll see.
Then I guess as if that's the case, he should get a bond. They didn't have a bond.
They didn't have both of them bond.
On that case, he should be able to get his bond if that was all they had on him. I'm sure they got
that
much
was
more.
it.
They must have much more on him.
It has to be a lot more because Rico take years. It's always at least minimum 10. I always thought Rico was minimum 10.
They say both of them is looking at life sentences.
Yeah, because when you get the Rico, this is years. They've been watching your ass for a minute.
Yeah.
They're just letting you build your case.
Ain't Gunna just come out?
That's what I thought.
He been out for a few years, handful of years. He ain't been out too
Maybe
much.
5?
It ain't been that long.
It ain't been that long. I'd say maybe not even be 5 altogether.
Yeah.
It's probably like.
Well, that's probably how we know about him, because you gotta come out for us to even know who you are, because you gotta break it out of the mold of Atlanta. He probably was doing this thing in Atlanta, because I never heard of the other guy that was on their label that got killed yesterday or 2 days ago.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Little Lead or some shit like that. Little Keep.
Oh, he was on YSL.
Yep.
Okay, I didn't know that either. I just heard about him passing. But
Yeah, they was like, Thug is having a tough week.
But yeah, man. So they got both of them, and they say they charging them basically. The district attorney said 75% of the crimes that took place in that particular county in Georgia, they're trying to say that YSL Slime Game is responsible for all of that. Like 52 deaths, I think they said, and they're trying to tack all of those on.
Then that's crazy, because y'all was like,
y'all knew they was out here doing shit. Y'all just letting them.
are they doing that to R. Kelly?
Well, R. Kelly
Like, because how do you use somebody's lyrics and shit?
R. Kelly facing life too. So
Because I was like, it'd be hell if that nigga, like, if I was that nigga Dirk, I'd just stop rapping. Because all they rap about is the crime they done did.
Yeah. And that's why everybody keeps saying, like, yo, y'all keep talking about your ops, and we smoking on this person and that person, and it's like, all right, y'all basically, all this stuff is being implicated.
And it's omission.
And they're utilizing it in court. This is a prime example of them utilizing your lyrics in court against you.
It's weird, too. Like, you're thinking, like, then it's like, then they do got to break down every song that way?
Mm-hmm.
But all right, what if one of us was an artist and we ain't no street niggas, and hell, shit. I always looked at it like, all right, if you're an artist, you gotta always be, it ain't no different than acting.
Yeah, I look at them all as actors.
Yeah, it's entertainment.
Until you find out niggas is real serial
Right.
killers.
You know the real niggas once you come across one.
But you never come across them. You're never going to meet these niggas. So I feel like when you see this shit on TV, when you see like Little Baby, and he's performing and he's doing all these things, and like it's all an act show.
Yeah, it's a gimmick. That's what I always looked at it like. It's a gimmick. Big ass gimmick.
So, yeah, man, we're going to, more is that to come, I guess, you know what I mean, because more is developing.
As soon as he go to jail, Rich Homie Quan drop a new single.
Got my spot back.
Rich gang.
Man. Come on,
Bird. Quan did just like disappear, and it was like, yo, what happened to Quan?
Because he was the one on first.
He was hot. Like,
yeah, that's what's like. Him and Fetty Wap just was like.
He just disappeared.
Fetty made sense.
Why did it make sense for him?
I think he put out too much quality shit too soon.
How is that a bad thing?
Because you can't keep up with that clip. You can't keep up at that pace. It's hard. Putting yourself in a box now. Now you got to produce that shit. You know, what he dropped like 5-6 singles back to back to back to back. That was crazy.
That was all on that first album.
Yeah. Now you got to produce that again. That's hard.
I only know 2 songs.
I think I had more than 2.
Trap Queen. His first album was like on some 50 Cent shit. Like he had some like big singles. Big singles.
Big singles.
And when it came time for that second album, unlike 50,
it's hard.
You know what I'm saying? He wasn't able to replicate that success.
Like, yeah, that's why I say, like, man, that shit's hard to replicate. He probably didn't know they was all gonna catch like that either. But.
He didn't, but you know, did 50 know this? And 50 had a hell of a backing too, so it's a little different. Like, 50 didn't have that type of backing that 50 had.
I mean, it's different when you got Dr. Dre behind you.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's easy for him to catch an album.
And Eminem, right?
Yeah,
they gonna make sure you get one.
So
versus somebody that did this shit independently. He was independent at one time.
He was. Yeah. He was a SoundCloud act that caught fire. Him and Uzi Vert, they was like the ones that was like on fire on SoundCloud, and they got their record deals as a result of.
I think Post too. I remember Post was one of them too.
Yeah. All right. But more to develop, more to come with Gunna and Thug and Thugger. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know where you land. Where y'all land on it? Do you believe these charges or?
I'm not gonna believe a white man, but
I really don't know.
I don't feel like they're big enough people in the world that you have to lie on them. Mm-hmm. And I just don't know. I don't know enough about y'all. The whole time I always thought he was like gay. Clearly he's a thug now. He thought now the thug matters now. Like the name is like sense, right? It makes sense now. You know what I'm saying? At first I was like the nigga wanted to wear dresses. His voice is a little squeaky.
No, he did all that shit like we just saying gimmick.
That's a stick. That gimmick is way off of the fucking person that they're portraying you to be.
They always say that about him. I've heard about that about him. It was like, man, everybody think he gay and all that shit. Like, nah, they was like, that nigga ain't none of that shit at all.
Oh. Cause then he had like an album called like Pretty Little Thugger or some shit like that.
Easy Breezy Beautiful Thugger Girl.
Yeah,
I think that's what he did. I don't know if he could do that whole thing, but that was what it was called initially.
I thought that was creative. I ain't gonna lie. I thought it was pretty creative.
But I thought it was not like on some gay shit because he was like wearing like a girl's like a kid's dress.
Yeah.
As a shirt to myself, but it was looked like cool, but like it didn't.
But that's what gets him his attention.
That was his gimmick.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That was his gimmick.
But he didn't need a gimmick.
Not anymore.
Not anymore, but
at that time,
but that was he just kind of fed into all it.
That
like,
shit, yeah.
It's like, oh, y'all think I'm gay? I'm gonna just feed into it. I'm gonna just wear women clothing. Yeah. Like, whenever you see me, you're gonna see me in some women shit.
Yeah, that's why they used to compare him to what, like Prince and 3K. Mm-hmm. Like just super eclectic.
He just kind of fed into it, and then later on in his career, like present day, I haven't seen him dressed like that.
But I haven't seen him either.
I've seen him
because I remember seeing him do an interview not too long ago, and he was like,
"He do a lot of features."
Yeah,
he was saying like how he's like more of a bigger artist than certain people, and he go to concerts and everybody know his lyrics, and I'm like, I don't even know any of your songs.
I mean, if
other than features, I don't know any song that he has by himself.
He got songs by himself. He did Rocky Man by himself. Anytime Elton John clears your sample,
who?
Elton John.
I ain't never heard that shit.
Rocky Man.
How it go? I know how Elton John Rocky Man goes.
It's like the Elton John song.
Well, he was just singing it.
I'm a Rocky Man. Yeah, just like Elton John.
I didn't know he had it.
Yeah.
All I know,
Elton John.
I know the shit he did with Chris. He did an album with Chris Brown.
Yep.
Right, I remember that.
I remember that shit.
He did one with Future.
He did the one with Future. Mm-hmm. He did the shit he did with Rich Homie Quan when he first dropped.
Right, Rich Gang.
Yeah, I don't know any songs that he has by himself. And I like the song he did with Tip. Mm-hmm. If it ain't about the money.
If it ain't about the money, yeah. No, he was big on the features. I like Thug. Thug is. I ain't gonna sit there and say I can quote you.
I ain't the biggest fan.
All of his like solo shit because I couldn't. But that Barter 6 came out and I was pleasantly surprised. I actually listened to it. I'm like, yo, some of this shit is kind of hard. But to what you saying though, it was like shit that he had features on with it. Like it was heavy on the features. He had shit with Boozy. He had shit with Yo Gotti and them. Like, you know what I mean? He was just kind of like a mainstay in the South. You know, and then he had he introduced us to Gunna because Gunna is one of his artists. So, you know, him, Lil Baby.
He look gay.
Future. Gunna?
Yeah.
How you say that?
He just come up to me and give me a very gay vibe. Like, I be seeing him like he was with allegedly, but he was like, I don't know if he was dating Chloe.
He's supposed to be dating her, yeah.
Dating her. And they would have like, you know, they pop up the places together. Mm-hmm. We had that weird little stand that
standoffish.
Not standoffish, but the stand, like, he looks so uncomfortable.
He probably was, shit.
A lot of people ain't used to that fame, man. That attention either.
Plus, if you ain't, you trying to put me with somebody for like a look versus this being natural, I could tell that would be uncomfortable. But with her though, I would have been trying to make that work,
bro.
I saw that meme. Somebody posted some shit.
Like, look, Chloe, hey, look, we supposed to be together, baby. Like,
yeah, I can't think of that damn movie. What was that fucking movie when the homie was in jail and old girl came through the glass, just started shaking her ass for him? They said it's gonna be Chloe, babe.
Oh shit! That's like a Wayne's movie.
Damn, I can't think of the fucking name of that movie. Fuck. I just saw that shit.
3 Strikes or some shit?
I'm gonna find that shit later. I meant to send that shit to y'all. I was fucking crying laughing. They was like, it's Chloe Bailey when she see Gunna in jail.
And then another thing about that shit is too is like, you really want to fight that jail. You want to fight that shit from being outside of jail versus inside of jail, because you can do all kind of continuances once you're outside of jail, but now you just in that bitch and then you unable to make money.
You couldn't get your bread.
Yep.
All that shit.
And when they hit him with the RICO, he probably gonna make no money no way.
Yeah, that's my thing. Like, yo, dude, that's why I was asking.
I was like, it's more to what than they letting the public.
It gotta be more than what we know.
Know.
Yeah, because if they can make any of them charges stick, it's gonna be time.
Because even the house they raided, when I'm looking at it, that shit like it was still in the hood.
It was.
Like, it wasn't like I got some money and my house is in the hills and you got to go through a gate. That nigga house like it was on Drexel or some shit. Like, it was right there.
I'm sure it was a house he owned. I would hope he wasn't still staying in the hood. But hey, strange things that happen.
Right.
But we'll keep y'all up to date, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit, we see what's going on with them. Shit, Ron, I saw you had something about.
We already on music, so you might as well continue with Kung Fu Kenny, or I said
before we get to Kung Fu Kenny, I want to see what you were talking about with Jack Harlow.
I don't get it.
What
happened?
The hype.
It's similar to Post. I kind of like him.
I have nothing against him. I think that his music is decent, right?
Mm-hmm.
From what I've heard.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that whenever you get a rapper and they're white, they have to garner so much more attention. And it's just like that. And it's like the Luka Doncic effect to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm talking to Jesse the other day, and he just look at this, look at that, look at this, look at that. I'm like, we've seen players do that before. Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, he has a lot of flaws to his game, but you still just look at this, look at that.
Right. And
it's only because he's white, bro. Mm-hmm. I'm looking like, y'all didn't care for Gilbert Arenas like that.
What's his name?
I'm like, I mean, like, when you look about the lineage of basketball and how basketball has been played and how it goes, yes, he can score.
Mm-hmm.
But he's a liability on defense tremendously.
And he don't get nobody really.
He ain't get. They play just as well when you ain't there.
Yeah, he pretty much feel like LeBron to me.
Yeah,
he doesn't. No, that's the kind of comparison that Jesse's trying to give me a little bit. I'm like, no, he's no LeBron James. He ain't close to LeBron James. He's more of a. If I got to put him, Chris Mullin or some shit.
Mm.
I mean, I say LeBron because he got to operate the top of the key. It's all about him. That's what I mean by that.
That just means it's all about you and you're the best player on a team.
Yeah, he's just all about him.
He's the best player on that team, but
I think it's gonna be
not
hard.
saying he got LeBron's capability, but
I think
he's the LeBron of that team.
I think I put LeBron there because it's hard to pair somebody with LeBron. You gotta be a certain type of player. I don't think everybody can play with LeBron. Should be able to because of his ability, but I don't think everybody can play with LeBron.
Yeah, he's ball dominant.
Right. That's people can't deal with that shit.
But why we gotta bring up LeBron? Like, every team who has a superstar
Westbrook another one
is all ball dominant. You go down to every NBA team that's currently constructed.
Yeah. It's always
other than the Warriors,
yeah,
everybody has a ball dominant person. Mm-hmm. Kyrie, ball dominant. Yeah. James Harden, even as a bum, he's still kind of ball dominant.
Everybody shitting on that nigga.
Yo, I ain't really shitting on him because I feel like everybody can't be LeBron. And that's why I like to bring up LeBron. That is like, if you go through like basketball history, most careers are like 10 years. Mm-hmm. It's very few fucking LeBrons.
It's not even that. The average career is 6.
I don't mean average career is 6 for a motherfucker who gonna be in and be out. I mean, like, for a person that was potentially average 30 points a game, you're not about to do that shit your entire career. Nah. Everybody has that decline, and everybody has that fall off.
I mean, he declining, but he just still so high that
it hit you so abrupt.
Yeah, but he also pick up his numbers in other areas. That's why I always thought it was gonna be interesting with him. It was like, all right, once he stops scoring, all you gotta do is fall back on assists and rebounds. He ain't getting no rebounds because he don't jump that high. He ain't got to. He still get about 8. He was already getting 8.
That takes effort. He ain't got no effort in him.
Bro, they giving niggas rebounds.
Why he ain't getting them?
You saw Westbrook. I see motherfuckers give this nigga rebounds.
That's different. Like, he was going for one thing and one thing only. That's why I said, like, them shits was like padded stats. Yeah. Like, Jesse and him had a conversation the other day about, like, who has a better career, Allen Iverson or Westbrook. I'm looking like it's Allen Iverson. This ain't no fucking up for debate.
What type of question is that?
And niggas was really on there arguing me down. Why? Talking about Westbrook had a better career. I said, this nigga ain't played on the same team in 4 years.
That nigga a journeyman.
Early.
Right.
Hayward status.
And regardless, I mean, like, if you take away the one good year they had in OKC.
We ain't talking about Westbrook.
I'm talking about with the whole little dynamic cast when they lost to LeBron and them. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That was his best season.
And that wasn't even him and KD fault. It was Harden fault.
No, they were both. That was all three of them couldn't get a bucket if they wanted it.
It was Harden. Harden was out there. The shit he doing now, everybody see him clubbing now. He was doing that shit then.
But that's how I came back to that Jack Harlow shit. I'm like, yeah, he's a decent rapper. Mm-hmm. And shit, maybe he's attractive or some shit, but I just don't see the hype.
He's anointed. Like, he's a DJ drama artist.
You know what he feel like to me? Mm-hmm. Mac Miller.
I fuck with
and Mac Miller was anointed. But Mac Miller was...
They are literally the same artist.
He had Mac Miller... No, I don't know.
Mac Miller was a better rapper.
Yeah. Okay, there you go. As long as you say that.
But, I mean, like, in that little lane, that little pocket of, like, we're cool, we're accepted, but we're not Eminem.
True.
Man, like, they lyrics.
I mean, but you got a lot of white rappers in that lane now. G-Eazy's another one. Post Malone is another one.
He ain't even a rapper no more. That nigga came in and rapped on maybe 1 or 2 songs. He been singing.
Post.
Post is singing.
Post cold, nigga. I fuck with Post.
He got some shit, yeah.
I fuck with Post.
I like him better as a singer, though.
Yeah, me too, yeah.
As long as, and he kind of in that lane now.
And the song he blew up on, what the rap song to me?
Yeah. White Iverson, he kind of singing.
White Iverson, he was singing. He's been doing that from the jump. He's been doing that from the jump. But with Harlow, like,
I can't agree with the Mac.
He's DJ drama artist, so
that's a good
this is politicking. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's a major cosign to have. So, and then he actually kind of decent, like, you know, and then he not out here trying to act like he gun toting and all that shit. He kind of like spitting real stuff.
He remind me of like an old school backpack rapper.
Mm-hmm. But he just anointed. That's what I mean by anointed. Like, he got the cosign he needs, and he got the respect of these. Because they legends now. Drake is a legend now. If you'd be hard pressed to find somebody to say they don't fuck with Drake or you don't fuck with
Drake is smart. Drake seems to attach himself
to
whatever the fuck is hot.
He is the new Jay-Z. And he said that.
No, I don't mean that in a Jay-Z sense. He attaches himself to anything hot.
That's what I'm saying. And Jigga used to do the same shit.
That's what Jay used to do.
Jay didn't do the same shit back in the day?
Not the way that Drake do it.
He didn't attach
Drake.
himself.
You know how you have loyalty to some shit? Drake could be with Kentucky one year, Louisville the next year.
No, he still rap with Kentucky.
No, man.
This nigga's in their locker room.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he still fuck with Kentucky.
They
was at the Kentucky Derby.
Nigga, that's where all the money at. I want to go there one day.
That's what I'm saying too. I don't understand that shit.
He got 400 M's.
Black folks start wearing these silly ass hats.
No, I heard Kentucky Derby fun.
Looking like that nigga from Get Out. Oh!
Man.
Shit.
I seen niggas all over the Derby one time.
Man, look here, I am not trying. I feel like, know what that is? Know what that is? It is cultural appropriating. Now, that will make you culturally appropriating some white people's shit.
Why we can't appropriate some of that shit?
Name 3 horses.
Who?
You. Name 3 horses.
What you mean?
Seabiscuit.
Oh, you talking about ever?
Yes, ever.
Ever?
Privilege.
I can hear you, man.
Seabiscuit and
It's a fucking movie. You can't brew Seabiscuit.
Alright. Privilege was one.
Oh yeah.
He just using that's some Hennessy, bro.
Hey,
You over here just naming out any one word that I can't reference because I don't know. Drew looking around like fan.
You doing the Kaiser Soze?
Polaroid, can you see a camera and shit? Like,
nah, man, I used to pay attention to that shit.
man, you ain't never give a fuck about horses.
Bro,
no, I wanted to get into the betting.
I've always wanted to get into that betting. Yeah, on dead ass.
Real
like,
shit.
Now you niggas at the OTB.
Yeah.
Bro, they appropriate everybody appropriates black culture.
Black people appropriate everything.
So why can't we appropriate some of this shit?
We do already. We've been taking fuck. We like Cinco de Mayo more than the Mexicans.
We like Cinco de Mayo and St. Patrick's Day more than them niggas. We make corned beef on Sundays more than them, I'm sure.
We making pot roast.
Right.
Bro, corned beef, cabbage, and some motherfucking cornbread.
I ain't never ate that shit together.
We made that shit a whole Negro sandwich. Y'all grandma ain't never ate that shit?
No, not at all.
We ate meatloaf, nigga.
I eat meatloaf too. What you mean? Y'all didn't get a little corned beef in y'all diet?
Nah.
No.
Hey,
Never. And if I ate cabbage, it was the old school way. You ain't want to eat it. They boiled that motherfucker.
Y'all ain't like cabbage?
No, I like my cabbage fried.
That's some new age shit.
How is that new age?
First off, the way niggas make cabbage now, because back in the day, your grandparents didn't know nothing about other ways to make shit other than slavery ways. This is a dead ass thing. Think about like, did you like Brussels sprouts as a kid?
No, I did not.
Nigga.
You like them now, don't you? When you saute them,
I'm fucking Brussels sprouts.
because you ain't had them the new way yet.
I'm telling you, roast them bitches.
You ain't had 2020,
get
2022 Brussels
I
sprouts.
had them not too long ago. I can't stomach a lot of that shit.
No,
I'm
how did you
telling
have them? When they boil?
Yeah.
No, so that's the problem.
No, roast them.
Roast them and then throw them on that lap.
Throw the olive oil on there.
Yeah.
Cut them in half.
Them
Season
bitches
them up.
fire.
Throw a little cayenne pepper.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. The way that old shit was done, that's like cabbage. When I think about cabbage, I think about that weird ass smell.
I mean, I like cabbage. I always like cabbage.
I ain't never like soggy,
I like cabbage.
soggy ass.
But
I like it crunchy though.
I've
Yeah, but you'll
always
get that
enjoyed
on
cabbage.
top of the stove with a little olive oil, a little sear. My grandmother wasn't getting down like that. She would throw that big ass head in that water. And you drain that motherfucker with some hot water cornbread.
That's the shit I hate.
No Jiffy mix. I'm talking about that motherfucker was cake without motherfucking
That's the shit I hate.
not the frosting and shit, or the sugary taste to it. It was, this is real cornbread. It's all crunchy and shit.
I hate fucking.
And you gotta cook that shit in a cast iron skillet.
I hate hot water cornbread.
I definitely feel like that is a acquired taste. I don't always have. I do it every now and again.
So I know this nigga.
But I definitely don't have to have hot water cornbread.
Yeah, I don't want that shit ever again in life.
You.
I've had it, absolutely.
No, I'm saying you look like you currently eat it.
No.
His grandmother still cooking that shit.
My grandma
That's
cooking-
why he ain't had no real Brussels sprouts yet. He ain't had no
My
real
grandma
Brussels
cooked that
sprouts.
shit.
Because she's still from old
Nah,
school.
like last time I had it, I ate that at a restaurant. Like that's why I said but I just don't care. They had too much of this shit. Like it was too much. But
You was at Steak 48, nigga.
If you do
what's
it
the
right,
running place? I don't remember.
Balling out. Still
Like
tipping.
something like, you know what I'm saying?
But try the sprouts, man, for real. Roast them.
But before we move on to K Dot, from Jack Harlow, did y'all hear the Post new single?
No.
That shit cold.
The who?
Post Malone got a new single. His album comes out this Friday.
I've never listened to one of his albums, but I have like
Oh no, you got some shit.
listened to like a station or something of his or whatever, like a station in the
Like
car.
Bone joint. That was like the second one, I think, or the third. That shit was hard.
Yeah. He got some stuff, bro.
Yeah,
Like
he ain't got no bad albums for real.
if you want to listen for like melodic, you know what I'm saying,
chill
catchy shit, some chill shit,
Yeah,
he
straight.
got some shit.
He's straight.
You can definitely cut his shit on and just vibe out.
Yeah.
But he put a song called "Cooped Up" with Roddy Ricch out this week. That was the single for the album. And man, I like I said, he can't go wrong with a single. Like the biggest single he had. I ain't gonna say the biggest, but in recent time, I think that everybody knows the Sunflower song he had Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah,
with Sway
Lee. Yeah. Did they break up?
He a frequent collaborator of Post, so they
I mean, like, did they break up?
about?
Did Ray Sherman?
Ray Sherman.
They supposed to be coming out with another
I
album.
think it's supposed to be coming out with a new album this summer, but they didn't break up, far as I know. But Sway Lee just came.
I would hope they do though, because they make good summer music. That was my
Man,
It was
that's my concern with the K Dot album.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the go-to.
So from there, we'll go right into Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers double album from K Dot, 18 tracks. So that King Kendrick
He failed too. He another one that dropped the ball.
on the double album.
Yep.
Now, why do you say that?
Because ain't nobody dropped a double album outside of Biggie that's worth mentioning.
I don't even with Biggie though. I'm
you
gonna stand on it.
You can slim it. You can cut off some.
Life After Death is probably the closest.
But that's the closest you go get double album.
That is the greatest.
That's the best
double album
I can't think of another double album that stands.
Especially from a fucking rapper.
Real talk.
As much as I love Pac,
what you skipping?
I
mean, it got to be a hard skip
Life After
too.
Death.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I don't care for that Nasty Boy song.
Yeah, I don't like that one.
I don't care for that shit at all.
But still, as trash as Nasty Boy is, go on and on and on and come take her to the crib and let's stay boning. That shit was his round. The trash part was the chorus. That was Puff Daddy.
Let's look. I'm looking at Life After Death right now. That first album's hard, nigga. I ain't got no skips on the first.
Just saying Nasty Boy.
And if I can say
Boy on this too.
Now guess what? If I can swap, look here. Now if you can take out that Nasty Boy and swap it with the Nasty Boy he did after he died with on the Biggie duets, with Jagged Edge and Nelly. Nasty girl.
Miss You, I don't need it.
I ain't that big on Miss You, but it ain't a bad song.
It ain't a bad song, but I don't need it.
With 112?
Another with Lil Kim, I don't need that. Going Back to Cali, don't need that.
Yeah. I like all them.
I used to like when I was younger, but now
and that's probably it. That's probably it off this too.
What would you do when
Long
your
Kiss
bitch
Goodnight.
is
You nobody
untrue?
till somebody kill you. My
Would you
downfall.
cut that hooker off and find someone new?
World is filled with pimps and hoes. Sky's the limit. Player hater. 10 crack commandments. I ain't letting go of none of that shit.
No.
Notorious thugs. Like, yeah, I'm not letting go of none of that.
Shit with Too Short, pimps and hoes.
That's what I'm saying. I ain't letting go of none of that. But it's on.
But
it could have been like Big Pun album. Big Pun album was like, what was it? 21 songs or some shit. But it was like one album.
It's so hard.
His Capital Punishment album.
That's how what's name was too. Met the Man to Cal.
Yeah,
that was a double. Was that a double album?
But that was like hella skits.
It was one album, but it had like 22
hella
tracks.
Skits.
It was one album.
Shit, half of them damn tracks were skits.
That's when you do skits back in the day.
Yeah, but no, you're not gonna find anything remotely close to Life After Death in terms of the double albums in rap.
Granted, there haven't even been that many. What is it? 5 maybe.
You got Pac, Big.
You got Pac, Big.
The Greats did it because
Hov. You had Nas.
Outkast
album was double album. Oh, Speakerbox. Never mind. Speakerbox, Love Below.
I don't even count that.
I don't either.
They packaged it as a double, so we got to.
No, they were solo. They were solo.
They were solo albums, but they
packaged it.
They packaged it. They said it was a double album. Outkast.
I think they could have did it though. If anybody was going.
That's it though. Nobody's really tried it.
Wayne ain't tried, which I was shocked. Now I think about it.
Yeah, I don't think nobody else has tried. I don't think.
Well, in the modern area, in the modern era,
Lupe's was nice. I take that back.
Not Test on Youth, right? The one after that.
That what was that?
Draga's Wave.
Yeah, that was a double. That one bad. Still ain't in that category.
I don't know. It's weird to even count it as a double album in the digital era.
Yeah. For them to say this was a double album, I was kind of shocked because it was only 18 tracks.
Because I didn't see the CD.
That's what Lupe said.
Like, is any coming CDs anymore?
I haven't seen CDs in ages. I don't even go in the CD section in Target and none of that shit no more. So I wouldn't even know.
Like I would have to see this as a physical CD to even accept it as.
But they got it like
double album.
This two on there because it's 1 through 9.
Yeah.
On iTunes at least. But so as far as so this is what I got to say because I know I was real hard on Damn when it first came out. So I listened to this album and I said, you know what, I'm gonna revisit Damn before I go back and listen to this again. I listened to Mr. Morale twice, and I said, all right, I was very hard on Damn, but Damn wasn't nothing really but Kendrick going back to his commercial roots. Like Good Kid, Mad City is a great fucking album, but it had way more commercial appeal than the other projects Kendrick put out after that. To Pimp a Butterfly didn't really have a commercial appeal.
Section 80 didn't
King Kunta was Groove Sessions.
That was his concert shit.
Yeah, but that didn't have commercial appeal.
No, them shit sold out, nigga. I spent
I'm just saying the album, like the cuts that was on there. Like
no, that was the concert.
I know, but I'm just saying like what was on that project, what they put out to like
Untitled.
Yeah, Untitled shit. I was like, all right, I was hard on this. I'm like, it ain't that it was bad. And even then when I was saying what I was saying about it, it wasn't that I didn't rock with it. It definitely had some jams, but Kendrick has always been capable of coming with them singles, and I'm like, yo, I don't see that on this new album at all. Like, there's nothing here like in commercial that could be commercialized.
I haven't made it through the entire album.
That shit about 4 or 5 times already.
I've gotten to about track 7. What's the Father song? The Father something? Father Time. Good song. Kind of struck me in the heart. You know what I'm saying? Had a little bit of me in that joint. I was like, oh, it's a good joint right here. But it was like, it was nothing that I can roll my windows down, let my seat back,
nothing like
and
that.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
That's why I cut the shit off. And then I got done with that. I made like 1 or 2 songs out of that.
Closest you might get, I would say, maybe the Kodak Black joint. Maybe.
I heard that. I'm gonna say N95. That's probably the closest you can put. That beat was hard.
I cut that shit off. I cut on Button Pod.
I didn't hear that shit yet.
They was talking about it kind of like, I felt like I felt. Like, I think we had the same opinion on this shit. It's like,
you weren't expecting that.
Not that it's not expected, is that people put so much pedestal on these artists, and I'm going on the internet and I'm just seeing like, oh, that Kendrick Cole. I mean, everybody is just posting that album cover, and this song and that song and that song. And I'm like, when y'all listen to this shit?
Yeah.
Like, when are you in the mood? When it's 80 degrees, like I get it. I get it if it was like,
especially this week.
I'm a seasonal music nigga too, Lo. Like, it's like for the season, I need to listen to certain kind of music that makes me feel like I'm in the,
or at least
the vibe. Like, if you want to call it the vibe. Like, that shit make me feel like it's November. Like, we about to cut the heat of seats on and
my nigga say
it's definitely not a summer album.
Put the winterized mats in your car.
It's not a summer album.
Not one joint is like,
and he usually
this, that shit.
Yeah, not one. Yeah. No, I'm not disagreeing. I think this is worse out.
And I don't even think I'm not being overly critical, because I'm looking like, lyrically, I got it. Like, I listened to it. Lyrically, it's there. But you know what? Sometimes I hate to be that person, like, sometimes it's bigger than lyrics.
Yeah.
But, like, I knew that Big C was going to love it.
Yeah, that's his type of shit.
That's his type of shit.
That's his type of shit.
And I was like, eh.
But I saw some quote-unquote backpackers that were basically kind of like, yo, this ain't it.
Because them niggas know it's nice outside.
They know.
Even though they ain't got no fucking car. They know it's nice outside.
Ain't even that, though.
They got them Beats by Dre's. They want to ride them skateboards, whatever the fuck they do.
But I think the production one is strong.
I was having a conversation with him about the production, and I said, yo, I feel like Kendrick is in that Nas lane where it's, let me strip down my production so you can pay more attention to what I'm saying. Like, on this album, I feel like it was like, let me put more of an emphasis on the lyrics than I ever did on any of my prior albums. So he stripped down the production, and it's not what we normally get from Kendrick, because Kendrick normally give us some shit, and it's like, yo, we can ride to this shit. You know what I'm saying? He's saying some shit, but we can also ride to it. This one, it was like, yo, I'm going to strip this down so you're paying attention to what I'm saying, and you can digest this completely, what I'm saying lyrically. So the beat ain't distracting you from what I'm saying. Now, as fans, shit, when this nigga done put out albums consistently, then gave us shit where it's like, yo, we can ride to this shit. We know he's spitting shit, but we know we can ride to it too.
You met the mark.
And then you come with this, is like, yeah, now all of us gonna feel like, yo, this ain't it. But I enjoyed it.
Even after that first video, I think the video was cool, but other than that,
and that threw me off.
And I was like, eh.
Why?
Cause I thought, I'm like, yo, I'm thinking it's the first single on the album.
He's never put any other hearts on any.
And that's where, and see, I didn't never really pay attention to it. Like Ron, I was listening to the Button Podcast, and when I said that, I'm like, okay, I done heard the heart shit, but I ain't never really paid attention to that not being on the albums.
You got one, you got Heart Part 2, and that was on, what was that, the Kendrick Lamar EP. Other than that, and I think you got one on another one, but that's it. Other than that, you just dropped them as loosies.
And I went, so I was like, I was confused. I'm sitting there like, yo, why are we getting a single and a video? And that video wasn't cheap because you got your face morphing and shit into all these people.
I like the video.
You got to get approval for these people's likenesses. Like, this ain't just no bullshit people. You got Kobe likeness, Nip likeness.
But that's what I'm saying. He's reached a certain level of pedestal that he's been put on that you're going to get those approvals. They know that he's not going to say anything negative or to disrespect the memory of these people.
Right.
So they know that they're going to get that from him. So he's going to get that.
Yeah.
But my thing is just, yo,
this ain't it. That's it.
call Dr. Dre.
Yeah,
Call Timbaland. Call whoever. Like, I feel like for the big artists, I want the big producers.
Mm-hmm.
He usually use what's his name?
Hit Boy.
Hit Boy.
Yeah, Hit Boy on there.
Terrence Martin though.
Yeah.
He used him a lot too.
Well, he doing his label thing now, so I think he working.
Trying to put his cousin on.
With his he worked primarily with them on the production shit on this one. Baby King been on there a lot. Like the Kodak shit was on there, but that kind of surprised me. Like
it did.
Gave me another facet of Kodak. I never really listened to Kodak, so.
He ignorant as fuck.
Outside of
he got more sense than what
the features I seen Kodak on, like
he got
Lockjaw with French Montana and all the feature shit, like.
I tried to listen to one of his albums. That shit was trash.
Yeah, I ain't never really paid attention to his albums.
He got a lot more sense than what people give him credit.
But I hear everybody trying to like praise him, like, yo, he cold. So
he talented.
But
it's mainly the production he chooses too.
Yeah, so that's kind of how I took away from it. But I cut this song that Mirror on at the end. I was like, hey, this what I'm looking for right here. Like, cause I'm thinking about. I saw him in concert out there at Milwaukee Fest, and they puts on a hell of a show.
What was out though? That was the damn concert, wasn't it?
No, that was when To Pimp a Butterfly came out.
That was after Kunta Groove sessions.
No, this was before Kenta. No, it might have been because he went right into the Kenta Groove
sessions. I remember.
Kenta Groove sessions was right after.
That was The Pimp a Butterfly.
That was after.
That was after To Pimp a Butterfly.
So what came out?
That was damn. Cause that was Testimony on You.
No, what came out after.
Milwaukee, I was at the Lupe concert because they switched.
Good Kid, Mad City. It was some shit that came out untitled.
No, that came after.
That came after that. That was Pimp a Butterfly was the one that came after Good Kid, Mad City.
Then you had Untitled. That was like the unreleased.
What's the singles off Pimp a Butterfly? King Kunta, right?
It's I Love Myself.
Black of the Berry.
All right.
Yeah.
For real shit, we gonna be all right.
What's the Black of the Berry?
Black that shit.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if they made a single of it, but Mortal Man was on there, and How Much a Dollar Cost was on there.
I think that was like a later single.
How Much a Dollar Cost?
I think so.
So I don't know if he made videos for those, or either one of those, but yeah.
Yeah, The Pimp a Butterfly didn't really have no singles.
Yeah.
All Right may have been.
That's my favorite.
It was a single that they put out as a single, but I mean, like,
no.
It didn't really have it.
Like, Damn had hella singles.
Damn had singles. Definitely. And that's why I say it was
that was my beef with Damn.
It was him revisiting.
It was good shit though. That Loyalty and
Loyalty.
Be Humble.
That was cool. What else?
Royalty. What's the one? I got loyalty.
That's it. DNA. Yeah. So yeah, Damn was that, but yeah.
That video was cold as fuck. Michael J. White. Not J. White, but what was that? That nigga Chalky Black.
Okay.
I don't remember that video.
Nigga like in a court, not a courtroom, but like in a police investigating room.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But the general consensus, it's been mixed review. Me personally, I just was kind of like, I can't dissect.
It was Coley. It was very J. Coley of him to make that album.
It's like KOD.
It was like effortless, and I ain't here for that shit.
Remember KOD kind of got the same kind of
all of the
response.
Nigga albums got that same response.
No, because everybody was on Cold Dick after Forest Hill Drive.
I don't know why.
People didn't like.
I like Forest Hill Drive.
Huh?
I like Forest Hill Drive.
That's what I'm saying.
I like effort. I feel like, can I get some effort?
And we got KOD after Forest Hill Drive, and people was kind of like, oh no, this ain't that.
Because he switched the flow up so crazy.
And that's what I'm saying. This the same shit.
And then the concept of KOD was, I'm gonna show you I can put lyrics with what these bum ass niggas do. That's all the concept of KOD is.
And I'm gonna be better.
I'm gonna be good at trash rap.
Yeah. And I like to ask him because he was like an act. This nigga is like Friday Night Lights cold. Like, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker was supporting him from then. When you might have told me about J. Cole first.
I like Forest Hill Drive because it was a studio. It felt like a studio album.
I mean, I look at Cole kind
of. I love Forest Hill Drive.
I look at Cole kind of how I look at Pusha. And Fab and certain niggas just ain't got that album that ever clicked like that. I don't know what I'm expecting from him. Maybe that's the problem. That's when I start realizing, like,
or are you expecting too much?
That's what I'm thinking. That's when I realized, like, man, expectations get you in trouble.
Yeah.
So that's why I just be looking at him like, all right, shit.
And I did my best to try to come into Mr. Morale with no expectation. Like,
I don't even get the title.
I don't either.
I don't know.
At all. At all.
I'm saying, listening to like Joe Budden, them trying to like break it down and like, they know what they talking about. I'm like, nah, man.
What
the fuck does that mean?
When I'm thinking big steps, I'm thinking of some pimp shit.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking, like Mr. Morale. I'm thinking like a pimp hat.
High and mighty. Then like, all right, you want some pimp shit.
Okay, so if you're thinking like that, though, just freaking and think about social media and its hold on society and how everybody is leaning on that to kind of determine their opinions on shit. So if the tastemakers of social media, anoint something, that's gonna kind of be my word this episode, then shit. Then we're gonna follow it. We're gonna follow suit. So I guess that would be Mr. Morale in a sense, the tastemakers, and then the big steppers is us, who's following Mr. Morale's lead.
No, he's like, you don't get no followers off this shit.
I just looked at that.
Maybe he did. Because I was just like, after I listened to it, and then I'm comparing it to the response I'm getting, not getting, but like I'm receiving throughout social media when I go, everybody's posting this album cover.
It didn't align.
And
it didn't align.
I'm like, have I not got to that song yet?
Yeah,
bro, because it's a lot of people like the quote unquote purists. I got one guy. I don't even know how I got friends with this dude on Facebook, but he's like a hip hop producer. He was like, it's like a 7 out of 10. Okay, cool. I'm like, all right, you're a producer, so I'll give you a little leeway credit on what you say, whatever. That's your opinion.
Man, that don't mean shit.
That's what I say. It's your opinion at the end of it.
He ain't Stevie Wonder.
But on the flip of that, it's like, yo, I seen some other people that was like, yo, this album is above y'all heads. Y'all ain't getting what he's talking about.
That's the shit that pisses me off.
Come talk to me when y'all ready to talk about the... And it's like, okay, I don't know how you got to that, but...
I'm like this. I've been listening to rap for a very fucking long time.
Yeah.
Right, I know
like, I'm a good 1994, 93 to current day. And this shit...
Yeah, you can go back further than that.
I mean, like, my own... And, like, me figuring out who the fuck I like me liking Tribe, Bone, Wu-Tang. I ain't saying, like, shit on not that... Like, I even count, like...
Oh, shit, it's 92 then, nigga.
What's that shit, Paperboy? Like, that's like my first inception to, like, rap. It's like, that's my first tape. I bought my own money. Paperboy do the Diddy. Shit was cold. Bought it around the corner of my grandmother's crib. $5. But, like, out of 10? A 6.
A 6, yeah. A 6, yeah.
Remember my homie Benny? He in a group text with me and C, giving the shit 4 mics and shit. Nah, man. It ain't no drag on, but you know what I'm saying?
And that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I think we just really all went into it just expecting too much.
I didn't know what to expect.
I didn't go into it with his expectation because I felt like...
I didn't know what you was going to get.
I try not to go into shit
personally,
with expectation no more.
He has not delivered since Good Kid, Mad City.
So is that your, like...
That's that's a top...
10
all-time album.
You think so?
Bruh, from the skits to the song selection and the play out through the entire album, all fitting into a project. Like, where does it not match? From it first comes on to it goes the fuck off.
It's concise.
The only song that doesn't fucking really fit is Swimming Pools.
They was forcing a single.
Still a good song.
I don't know. I thought it fit the album because when it first dropped as a single, I'm like, what the fuck is
But
this?
I mean, like, when you listening to it,
Yeah,
when you go into the first song, the skits, the grandmother talking, the whole we get in the car, we gonna go chill, the drive-by, the brother getting killed, like, Swimming Pools like number 9.
Yeah,
Like, it just didn't...
Yeah. I mean, I thought it fit the album.
It could have been number 2 on the album as far as arrangement go.
Yeah,
I love the song. I love Swimming Pools.
Yeah.
I ain't no Swimming Pool. I can't.
As a nigga who like to drink, but it's like when niggas who drink, niggas who live back in the day they said I got 5 on it because they smoke weed. Yeah. And they just rotated to it. That was my I got 5 on it because I drink liquor. You know what I'm saying? So, and I don't like the whole song makes sense to like as a kid. You grew up around my life, like grew up with your uncles. Yeah. And you needed that little. How did you get your courage to go do anything? Liquid courage.
Liquid courage. Yeah. So what would be your top Kendrick album?
Butterfly.
Okay. I'm like in between. Like, Good Kid, Mad City is a hell of an album to me, man. Like, it's a modern day classic. I don't think I'll put anything else as a classic with that. Outside of To Pimp a Butterfly and from another artist. I think Forest Hill Drive comes close to it for me.
So what?
As far as a modern day classic. But I don't think there's too many of them out here.
What time period are we talking about modern day?
Just modern day. Let's say, what we in 2022? Let's say the last 10 years. Last 15. Let's say last 15.
I would give, which album was that Khalifa did? That had, He had an album with some shit on it, man.
Wiz always got some shit. Hell no, it wasn't rolling.
He corny as fuck now, but
only nigga in first class.
That was my shit.
Maybe it was a mixtape that had On My Level and shit on it.
That was Rolling Papers.
I was finna say, yeah, it's Rolling Papers.
That's definitely a classic, G.
Nah. People hated that fucking album.
I hated how I roll up.
He switched up too hard. He came from Prince of the City, then Cushion Orange Juice. Then he
Cushion Orange Juice is what I'm thinking about.
You talking about the mixtape. Yeah, everybody's fucking with that shit.
Yeah, I was going to say Cushion Orange Juice is the one I think everybody reference when they talk about
now, if that would have been
classic
album,
with Wiz.
That definitely would have been a classic easily. I damn near put that on Power Doggy style.
I like the album they did together though. I mean, for that soundtrack, for that movie they did, the album wasn't bad.
I don't even remember that shit. I remember I watched that trash ass movie. That shit.
Which movie?
Snoop Dogg and Wiz.
Snoop and Wiz. Yeah.
Oh, and Tierra Marie was the teacher?
Yeah.
I saw that shit. Yeah. All right, what else we got?
Fake ass how high.
Right.
That's all it was.
That's all it was.
That was all we had for music, I believe. Let's get into Ozark, man. Shit.
We can't get into Ozark. We can't go to Ozark till I finish, man.
You ain't finished.
Ozark's is next week.
All right.
Let's get to these misfits, nigga.
Huh?
These fucking misfits.
Nigga said misfits.
Playoffs.
Misfits, nigga. I don't know what happened in the playoffs.
Okay, what about the misfits?
Nigga, you didn't see them little niggas downtown yesterday?
Oh, you want to talk about the shit here? Okay.
Who was the Memphis in the playoffs?
What's going on? I didn't know you was going with it, nigga. Shit.
You said misfits.
All right.
We horrible on sports.
We had
For niggas who watch sports, we are fucking horrible.
I don't watch that shit no more like that.
I
don't watch no games. I watch highlights.
I just bet.
Let me see. So, all right. The shooting in Millennium Park took place last night. A 16-year-old died. Rest in peace to that young man. I believe it was a boy. We had another shooting, I think, on like Jackson and State.
Yeah, I saw that too.
There was two kids.
Two. I don't know they were even kids. I didn't say they said 2 kids shot into a crowd.
Okay.
I don't know how old the people were in that crowd.
That got shot.
Yeah.
Okay. So we had those two things take place.
Did you watch the video
of that shooting? No.
No, the video, not the shooting. Did you see the video of like somebody did a live stream and it was like going around of all these kids and shit downtown? Like this ain't the first time this shit happened. It's been happening quite frequently.
Yeah.
As long as it's nice outside, like it gives them something to do.
Right. I mean, that's what downtown always been, though.
I mean, we coming out of COVID. Like, this is truly the very first summer.
No, we was outside last summer. COVID. Niggas was outside last summer.
Not like...
No, niggas was outside last summer.
Bro.
Was like this?
Yes, niggas was outside last summer.
They didn't clown like this last summer, though.
No, I think
COVID was 2020. Niggas was outside last summer.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
I don't remember.
You had a mask on,
like
nigga, but you was outside.
Yeah, but see, that's what I'm saying. These niggas, they ain't got no mask on, man. They just out here.
No,
Smashing grabs is going on.
I think the smashing grabs are up because of hype of Lil Baby and them, nigga. They put that shit on. You can't afford it. You can't sell enough drugs to go get it. We got to go get it one way or the other. I got to get fresh.
Yeah.
But the whole... I get it. Like, I get why they congregate downtown.
Yeah, I do too.
And in a way, it's like it's nothing new. Like, I looked at it like this. When Jesse had made a Facebook status earlier today, it's kind of hard to read this shit. It'd be so cryptic because he's trying not to use words that to get them blocked or suspended, whatever the fuck, in jail. Nigga stay in Facebook jail. But he was just like, he said something like affects to like, those kids outside belong to those same motherfuckers always talking about they going to Atlanta and Dallas. All them motherfuckers they be talking about is I'm trying to get out away from Chicago. It's bad to be all kids.
That's a good point.
That's not true because I've been saying I'm going to Texas.
But like,
I ain't got no.
May not be you,
like
but guess what?
Okay, man.
You know what these kids are?
We're talking about generalizations.
See, you probably wasn't like. I look at it like this: when we was younger, we didn't have like the social media to go to know where to link.
Yeah.
But we already knew where to link, and it just wasn't downtown. So, in the same capacity, Fort City Tilt, the route on 65th, or whatever that shit was at, the rink on 87th, Markham, these was the spots that we did the same exact shit that they doing now.
Yeah.
Niggas got beat up there.
Yeah.
Niggas got robbed up there. Niggas got shot up there. It just wasn't downtown.
And it wasn't recorded.
and it wasn't recorded. Like I'm saying, like nothing's really changed, but the players.
Yeah,
it's the same fucking game.
Yeah,
and now today's players got they got something in their pocket. Like yo, we don't know what they shit is. We too old. We at an age where we don't know that what they looking at on Twitter versus what we looking at on Twitter.
Right.
I ain't looking at no but a little bit of porn, some sports, and politics. They shit is a little bit more rowdy. Like, oh, you think about it like this. How do you... We never even went to the other side of town because we could never unite with a motherfucker from the west side. We had no connection to you. It was no Facebook. It was no nothing.
Right.
So everything was always pocketed to your side of the town. Where did y'all hang out out west? What was the out west go to?
I wish you had the motherfucking circle.
Circle?
I mean, like, other than, like, the circle. I know the circle, but I mean, like we got the ring. So
Circle
all Southside
like
kids.
West,
that was it, though.
That was it.
You ain't had shit out west.
You ain't got no bowling alleys, no...
Hillside Bowl, maybe?
Right, that's in the burbs.
That's in the burbs, though. I mean...
Unless you go up north over there by Lane.
Yeah. Addison, what was it called?
I can't think of the name of that bowling alley.
Because, I went to Lane, so I used to go to that bowling alley.
You know what I'm talking about, though,
yeah.
Off west.
Yeah. That was it. If you didn't go to Hillside, you went to that one up there on Addison.
Maybe the skating rink.
And we used to have Rainbow.
Yeah, that was it.
But I think everybody used to kind of go to Rainbow. Not often.
And what was the other club that's being made when we was kids?
Nitro?
Nitro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was places to go that you knew that...
Mm-hmm.
But you knew about Nitro because of the radio stations would pump that shit. Like, it was pumping it down your throat.
Yep.
Nitros on Sunday. Nitros on Sunday. Or Saturday, whatever night that it was of the week.
Yeah.
I think that was Sunday.
I think it was Sunday.
It was
Yeah.
Sunday.
It was mad wild because that was most definitely a school night.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I never understood that shit.
And then
I
back then,
never understood.
and there was never even no cell phones. Like, niggas was like their kids. Like, at least today's kids, your mama could have called you downtown. Like, yo, bro, your ass down there?
Right.
Bring your ass home. Get on that red line.
Niggas like,
Back then, we was out there. Wasn't no phone.
Man.
You was privileged if you had a phone.
Nigga, their phones didn't exist.
No,
No, we was coming up. I'm just saying in our
Well,
later
we
years,
did,
like,
man.
I didn't get a cell phone until I was in college.
I got a phone in 99. I had a Prime code.
Damn.
I was in college.
You had to
dog.
pay for the minutes. Them
I
bitches
might have had a prime
the
code.
bitch like $1 a minute.
The free minutes kick in at 9 p.m. or some shit.
That was later on in
That
life.
was later on, yeah.
T-Mobile was the first motherfucker
I'm
that
trying
hit
to
you.
remember
Sprint had like
whoever
free
that
after
was.
7 or 9.
That's who I had. The shit was free at 9 because anybody call you doing that? Hey, bro, call me at 9.
Don't even answer the phone.
Man.
You automatically
Text was
know
free.
that,
Yeah.
T9.
Till you get to the certain level, to the certain point, you get like extra certain amount of messages a month.
Mm-hmm.
And it got me thinking, it's like, y'all just have to have more constructive things for kids to do. Like, we had the rinks and shit like that. That was our generational thing. What is theirs? I think this shit is
What would you want?
going downtown.
Yeah. I don't really see nothing wrong with them going down. They just acting fool. That's all.
Yeah, they're a little uncivilized, but when we went to the rink, we was uncivilized. When we went to where we was
Not
going.
to the degree, though. Like, we wasn't killing nobody. Like you
Niggas was
said,
getting shot at the rink.
You was getting beat up, but
No,
you
niggas
wasn't dying. Like,
Guns weren't, but like we said, as we evolve and we get to a certain point, like,
got
guns
easier
are so
access.
accessible now.
Yeah, it's a little bit more.
it wasn't that accessible when we was younger, though. Like, I
Yeah,
think it was.
People had guns and people got shot then.
They did.
The murder rate has always been a murder rate in
That's what I'm
Chicago.
saying.
Niggas acting like it just started getting hot.
And that's
It
what
was
I'm saying.
worse then.
That
I'm looking
part-
like, damn, you watched the damn Ben Wilson documentary on ESPN.
Uh-huh.
He was like the 600 motherfucker to get killed.
Yeah.
I like to make
And that's why I said that part.
And he got killed after summer.
It's
Right.
just, it's being magnified because social media is reporting it. We can go on social media. No different than like when we saw the dude go to the grocery store in Buffalo and do that shooting. You can go on social media and see this shit. You know, social media did magnify things. It's on the news. It's in social media. Like, you know, it's just our society, current day society is desensitized. For us to even be able to sit down and watch that shit, this nigga going and murking these innocent people for no reason at all. Just having the ability to watch that, you're desensitized.
You know you're desensitized when you have the audacity to even go downtown with a fucking gun.
Man,
Like, if there's any place that has some fucking police,
You know they there.
they fucking downtown.
downtown.
Every motherfucking block.
So for you to even say, I'm going downtown with a gun,
You wild.
you wow.
And like I say like people calling like Mayor Lightfoot, what you gonna do? I'd be like, nigga, what are you gonna do? This shit is out of the mayor's hands, man. This is bad parenting 101. Like, I was talking about it as me having a daughter who's 11, who will eventually would be 16.
And it'll be down there.
No. All I have to do is see it one time to let you know. Do not take your ass down there.
But see, that's the thing, though, dog. And that's the thing.
And don't tell me you don't know where your kids at, nigga, because you got the fucking iPhone. Search. I know where you are.
They know how to cut that shit off, though, bro.
But if they know how to cut it off, they know how to cut their ass in the house, then. Because I don't see how you going to be outside of my fucking house on a bill that I'll probably fucking pay.
And they know how to cut it off on that bill you know how to pay.
Well, that one time, like you said, that one time you fuck up.
I agree. No, I what he's saying is 1,000% true. I agree 100,000%.
You're right.
But these kids say, "What? I don't need them watching where I'm at. Cut the GPS shit off." And they down and they out here. You know what I'm saying? And that's the shit I think about. Like shit, my kid just made 15, so I'm thankful she in fucking Michigan. Like when I had a moments when I'm like, damn, I wish my kid was here. Like I see this kind of shit and I'm like, kinda glad she not.
But she don't have the people with her either. Would she have the people here?
No, but she got family and cousins and shit. They all in the same age group. If they were here, they could have totally been downtown in that bullshit.
Man, you ain't going no motherfucking way without me.
You know?
Sit your ass down.
So it's just, as a parent, these
go to the mall.
All that shit make me eerie, bro. Like, even when we got them first few hot days, like literally Monday. Monday was hot as shit.
I hate seeing hot days. I hate seeing the summer
By my house. I live right where 8 motherfuckers got shot at the fucking by the gold statue. That's down the street from my house. Right, and 2 motherfuckers got killed, shot by my house 2 blocks away. I beat it. Wow. When I'm getting off work, my homies them hit me up. Man, we outside. I'm in the house, bro.
You got the Citizen app?
I don't need it, nigga. I already know.
I don't want that. I had it, and my phone just wouldn't stop with notifications.
Bruh, this whole week, my shit been lit the fuck up. Person shot. I'm like, God.
And I'm like, yeah, that's why Tim be in the crib. Like,
no. I ain't gonna be in the crib. Right, I ain't say hang with no niggas.
Yep. I'm gonna be real selective.
Hey, when I went thinking about it, the last time I went outside, nigga, I was with gay people in Orange Town. I felt so damn safe.
We can't say that though because
that's why Drew be out on St. Patrick's Day in a certain area.
We can't say that though because we, kind of the segue into the shooting that took place in Buffalo. Them people didn't know that was gonna be their last day.
You don't, but that is
on the grocery shop.
That shit was wild.
That is hella random. But knowing that it's 100 niggas on 63rd Street Beach, there is something bound to happen. I ain't trying to be here when it happens.
Was that true? I heard somebody was shooting at the beach this week.
Nigga, Monday, about it was Tuesday. Actually, it was Tuesday because Mika had went out that day. I'm in the house. We watched the basketball game. Boston was playing the back of Jesse's house. I get home. Albany go to sleep. I go in the room. I take my clothes off. All I hear is la 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 la. I'm like, oh shit! I live on the 9th floor, so I'm all good. So,
right.
I'm on the
fucked
floor,
up out there. Lay down. I hear the police doing their thing. You can't get out of there now. Because they're building an Obama museum. They made 2 lanes that goes towards the museum and only 1 lane that goes towards my house, where all the traffic goes. So when you get to the summertime, when motherfuckers trying to go behind that museum, it's only 1 lane. That traffic is building at 47th. To get to 63rd. So you know how many random acts of violence about to happen amongst motherfuckers who into it with somebody and they can't even get out of traffic? Yeah. They can't even go around because they stuck in a 1 lane for a museum that's not opening for at least probably 5 years.
Yeah.
Why would y'all do that lanes like that?
I don't know. But they got the lanes like that out in the South Burbs. They got us on 1 lane.
So I've seen that shit. Like, now I gotta when I'm coming home, I gotta really get off on like 51st, go through Hyde Park to go to Stony Island, to go past all the traffic to come up 67th Street. Yeah. It ain't even got hot yet, bro.
It ain't, and that's the bad part.
Not consistently, at least.
Yeah, it's been hot, but I mean,
this might have been the most consistent this week here.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I gotta get that shit at least a month.
I hate seeing the hot weather
to get y'all shoot off on. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get that nigga. You ain't seen that nigga all winter.
Right. I'm coming back for you. That type shit. Yeah.
I hate seeing the summer come because of this shit. Like you can't really relax. Like we come here, we drink, we have fun.
Outside of that, though, I think we got one of the best summers.
You gotta kind of keep your head on the swivel at all times. And then here we go. You fast forward, you see the shit that happened in Buffalo. You know what I mean? Just to kind of bring it all together. You had the stuff going on downtown where the kids out there clowning. Like bullets ain't got no name on them. Like you miss. You got stray bullets still out here hitting people, innocent people that they just went downtown to just be downtown, enjoy, you know what I mean, their weekend. You know.
But that's even wild for the motherfuckers. I can see if you live here and you kind of used to it.
Like,
can you imagine being a tourist? Like, what the fuck is going on?
I ain't never coming to Chicago again.
Bro, you done paid $400 a night to stay at the motherfucking whatever.
And you came down here and got shot.
Not get shot. You didn't heard some gunfire. You done seen every CPS student. Mm-hmm. Every one of them.
That's why that shit was wild when C sent that shit about the Airbnb. Like, yo, y'all charging $400 a night over here? It ain't nice over here. It ain't gentrified yet, nigga. Like, whoa.
It ain't never gonna be gentrified. They're never gonna gentrify 79th Street.
Right, sir. Right.
I ain't gonna say that, bro. I ain't gonna say that. They trying to push these niggas into the burbs, and the burbs
it ain't enough burb for.
It definitely ain't. It definitely not.
And they ain't got enough cars.
They definitely don't.
I'm about to be back in the city.
No, I'm just saying, like, that is the I even like when I think about like you live using the music and shit. They be like Crenshaw and
yeah.
That's 79th Street to me.
Yeah,
I ain't never. I have seen Crenshaw. You know what? It didn't shock me. It was like, oh, it's Crenshaw. Mm-hmm. It kind of like Western.
Yeah.
I figured Crenshaw was kind of like that Western,
but it's like even Western has its bad parts and its good parts.
Absolutely.
So maybe I was in Baldwin Hills. So maybe I was in like a good part of Crenshaw.
Okay.
But Crenshaw was a street, not an area.
Yeah.
Right.
Then when I went to Long Beach, I was just automatically thinking like all the shit I heard in the song, and it was not that. So.
I know they.
But when you say 79th, all of it's facts. From beginning, damn near to the end.
Yeah.
I mean, from the lake to Justice, Illinois. It is not for play, bro.
They got no. I met a girl from over there. I was like, man.
Bro, you know how I hate crossing 79th at every junction.
Yeah.
If I got people doing it from school, I got to go past Stony Island. I got to go past the bum-ass niggas asking for change. The Muslims trying to sell you that final call. The fucked up parking tickets and shit you gonna get from the damn light trying to get you. Like, where can you cross 79th Street and just feel like, yo,
you're safe?
I'm safe.
It used to be you go across Western, but
no, they got over there now.
They over there now, yeah. Like Western, I think Western was like the same.
You didn't gotta get to Pulaski, and I'm sitting there, and that's fucking
I didn't even say Cicero.
Bogan.
I wouldn't even say Pulaski. I'd say maybe Cicero.
Bro, that's why I said you
maybe Harlem.
And what's that today? Justice, Illinois.
Maybe Harlem.
Always to the back.
That shit gotta say welcome to somewhere else before you fucking feel comfortable. Welcome to Justice.
Oh, shit.
Welcome to Bridgeview or whatever the fuck is over there, Broadview.
Man, like it's crazy.
79th is just fucked up.
Nigga, I know. I'm about to talk to this chick over there. She's like, I stay on 79. Bitch, I ain't gonna never see you. Took my ass over there once.
Yo, the police be looking so scared, G, in the summertime.
God damn.
As they should.
When they be sitting the rookies over there.
Boy, I put up something on Facebook the other day, and Carl said something. That shit had me rolling. I said, man, it's gonna be nice outside now. I said, come on, let's act like we got, some sense and just enjoy the weather. Carl got on there and said, shit. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, I know Carl don't like this shit. 87. So I'm like, he's seeing all the bullshit. I'm like, hey, wishful thinking, Carl. I know shit, but damn, like, man. I'm like the girl on Boys in the Hood. Can we go one night without shooting?
Shut up, bitch.
Right.
That shit mean, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man, bro. That's fucked up. I'm about to be like, I feel like I'm a kid again when you want to be like, don't go past the corner. I get myself on a permanent corner. I ain't going past 71st and Yates, and I ain't going past 72nd.
Oh, shit.
You stay where you stay. Like,
you ain't lying, bro. I'm about to be one ignorant ass nigga with a beach chair sitting in front of the motherfucking South Shore Drive right there, barbecuing on the sidewalk. Because I can't go to the lake.
Well, no, you ain't saying that. You be cool when you be
right. I just sit on my balcony.
Yo, this is some wild shit, bro.
It is, man. I swear I ain't seeing the summer come, man. It's like, yo, like, it's so much unfortunate bullshit that take place. And it's like, yo, like, these kids just.
It ain't all kids, bro.
It ain't just them. I'm like, I was gonna say they have this fearlessness, but it's just like it's in the wrong place.
They need to open up some of these schools they didn't close and
make it a youth center or something.
Basketball or something. Anything. Jump rope competition. Make a kid.
And they got to understand, like, look, like, yo, little baby got a job that affords him this bullshit.
Know what? No, that's the problem, bro. It's starting from the parents, G. You watching all these proms?
Yeah.
My nigga, where are they getting the rapes?
I couldn't tell you.
This shit wild.
I ain't never been in the race. I saw the Wraith at the auto show.
I never seen one.
You can't sit in the Wraith in the auto show.
Hey, bro.
I never saw one.
Bro. I have not seen one regular car.
You ain't gonna see one.
What happened to going to prom in your daddy's car?
Bro.
You niggas' daddy does not have no motherfucking 8.8.
Bro, my homegirl.
That might be the cheapest car I've seen.
My homegirl
Corvettes.
Just sent her daughter
to
prom. She just sent her daughter to prom. I think she was in like a Q5. That's the most normal prom scene.
And that might be her car.
It ain't her car, but it's you know what I'm saying? That's the normal one I've seen.
Where are you niggas getting the credit?
I don't know.
Chime is not getting you no goddamn Corvette. I done seen Lotuses. I've been seeing.
I saw Bentleys.
Fucking luck. I wish a motherfucker would bring the audacity to come in the room with me and be like,
"Yo, pops, I need this."
Some shit off the phone.
It's gonna happen.
Look here, my nigga.
It's all you got.
I don't know what the fuck I'll be driving in 10 years.
Is it though?
I already told Albany, the Volkswagen is yours. I don't know what you're gonna do after that. I'm gonna get you here. Try not to put too many more miles on the motherfuckers I'm gonna do. But
I got you. Right.
I'm gonna take care of it. I hope you will too. Because I ain't gonna be one of these parents don't drive these cars, bro.
They don't.
How you going from the Chevy Cruze and the pictures, the whole setup, everything is just. Yeah. But fam, this nigga ain't graduated from college.
Shoes, the clothes, like it's all that.
Boy, you got the Alexander McQueen's. These niggas went up to prom. You rented the shoes and the tux. These niggas have custom clothes, shoes to match. I got niggas calling me talking about something. My son trying to get shoes good. Man, bro, I'm talking niggas out of it. Like, yo, they gonna be at this little joint for
a couple hours,
2 hours.
You finna spend X amount of dollars
for a couple hours.
You didn't pay for these.
And I'm not mad at it. Cause I get it. You want your kids to.
No, I am mad at it.
Why? I ain't mad at it.
No, nigga.
It's not. It's setting up a false reality of these entitled individuals that do this internet shit.
And that's the fucking problem.
But it's their kids.
These niggas don't even work. When they work, I worked 16. Had a job since I was 16 years old. Mm-hmm. My daddy didn't pay for my own shit. You see the movie Tripping?
Yeah.
Oh, when that nigga did with the prom on the bus, that was almost me.
Oh man.
That's my movie.
Wow.
I went to prom in a fucking Grand Prix from Enterprise. The bonus was I got to keep it one extra day to drive to Great America.
And see, what are they doing now with that? Like, I know Great America was our thing to do after prom. The day
That's
after
a good
prom.
question. I was wondering that.
What do they do now?
We were just hoping we can get to the Saratoga. These niggas is probably at fucking resorts. These niggas is probably going from the prom to the airport to Miami and chilling there with Callie and his daughter or some shit because there's no fucking way. What you gonna do the next day? Like the next day was supposed to be like better than the damn prom damn near. Like you go to prom and the next day you go do some fun shit.
Right.
Great America is not ready for the Bentley.
Not at all.
What are you doing with this car?
Not at all. They bring that motherfucker back.
Like the only time I understood it is when like James Euler's son went to prom and he took the Bentley. Or Rince's got a Bentley. I know that was his car.
Yeah.
Where y'all niggas getting these Bentleys from?
Yeah. They rent them. $1,500. Prom is
for a nigga that ain't even drove that much. You know how hard it is to drive that car? Them motherfuckers as big as trucks.
They are, and it is that, yeah.
I don't know the spacious as well.
And it's one of them. It's one of them cars that get away from you if you don't know how to fucking handle a car.
Yeah.
Where do you start? I know that bitch got buttons. This is your first day and you only gonna have this car for a few hours.
Yeah.
Where do you start? I done been in cars where you done rented a car out of town and you don't know how to get the damn Bluetooth on.
Right.
Like, what this do? I'm like, damn.
My car 2013, I had to pull that motherfucker up and try to figure out how to get the Bluetooth to cut to the phone.
Hitting YouTube.
I was just about to say that. Got the YouTube.
These niggas is driving shit that just entitled as fuck. And
They are.
I wish.
Nah, that's what I blame the parents on.
The entitlement is real.
Oh my God.
I'm not gonna say all the kids are like that.
It's enough.
It's enough of them.
And it ain't just kids though. God,
And it's
some grown ass people.
Grown ass people that's
There's a lot of them.
that set the wrong example. You know what I mean?
These proms look better than weddings.
I'm scared to see that wedding. I want to see that wedding.
They ain't gonna, no, because they gotta pay for themselves.
Ain't gonna be no wedding.
That's what I want to see.
That's the bad thing. This is about as good as it's gonna get for a lot of them. And that's sad, but it's true. Yeah.
I'm happy my prom was mediocre because it most definitely got better after the years.
He said my life improved.
God damn. I can't go. How you gonna go back? How you gonna go back to the motherfucking bus after you didn't draw the rows?
Okay.
What Hov was saying? That's Hollywood and Hollywood to Marcy and back again, man.
Man.
Yeah, it'll fuck my head up.
I can't go to school. No, I can't respect you, pops. You ain't pushing what I was just pushing.
Even though he got it for you.
Even though, yeah, but you know he ain't.
Pops was doing hella overtime to get them.
Man, I wish the fuck I would. I go on vacation. Fuck, I like paying for this shit.
All right, man. Just kind of to put a button on that thing. This actually does go with what we were talking about in terms of the youth here in Chicago. Governor Pritzker signed a retail theft crime bill this week.
Shocker.
Let's see. He signed the bill at Water Tower Place on Friday. The bill creates stiffer penalties for ringleaders of these thefts, and it makes it a little easier to prosecute them. State officials said Friday that organized retail theft is a multi-billion-dollar-a-year industry nationwide and deprives local governments millions in tax revenue. Smash and grabs have been an issue at malls in the suburbs as well as high-end shops on Michigan Ave and throughout the city. During a smash and grab, a group of people run in and grab in as much merchandise as they can and flee. So I can't say I'm surprised here. I'm actually kind of surprised it took this long for him to try to increase harsher penalties here in the state of Illinois in regards to that. Smash and grabs aren't anything new.
But what's the penalty?
They haven't specified, but they say they're going to go for harsher penalties than what's ever in place now. So you probably do more time, I imagine.
Because I felt like
what you do now.
The crime is already the crime. It's like over a certain dollar amount has always garnered
certain limits.
A limit.
Yeah.
What over 5? Over 5 is like a federal.
Over 500, right?
Yeah, some shit like that. Yeah.
That's a T-shirt.
Yeah.
So you should already been hit with that.
Right.
Yeah.
If you get caught, the thing with smash and grabs is you rarely get caught because that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
It's a smash and grab. I'm gonna grab some shit.
You ain't gonna catch everybody.
Right.
It's usually a flash mob. Like when we get a shit happen at our store, it's at least 5 motherfuckers come in. They know security can't do any damn thing. So basically, they run in, grab what they gonna grab, run out.
Dip out.
You only really get the smashes in like downtown where they have more glass and shit like that. Since I'm in a mall, it's a little. Yeah. They ain't running through the fucking. Ain't no car coming through the goddamn front door.
Yeah, because I only heard of that happening during my time downtown. Shit. Well, we was gone from there by then.
Bro, they used to hit Columbia.
Yeah.
They used to come in that bitch, just take everything off the fucking front.
Yeah.
Mannequins and all this.
Mannequin, they take everything off that shit, and they wasn't doing nothing about it. And it's like, yo, y'all came and smashed and grabbed at Columbia.
Cause know what it was? Back then it was just like we walking past, there's nobody in the front. I used to hate when she used to be like, yo, now we gotta put somebody in the front. So they can get fucked up.
Right.
Like I'm trying to explain this shit to Jen Matthews, it's like you don't get it. Like I guess you're from the suburbs, I'm like, bro, you ain't got no real security guard. Why do you want to put employee? Remember Sue? You trying to put Sue this fucking tall, man. Why you want to get Sue fucked up?
Shit, the employees didn't take Sue serious, let alone some people that's customers, like
they not even a customer. They ain't looking at the shop.
Whoever's gonna do
they
that,
coming right in. They gonna take. They gonna take. And they gonna get out the fucking door.
Fuck about it, yeah. Hey, I used to hate when she put me up there for an hour. Like, them motherfuckers gonna come in here and I'm not doing shit.
Matter of fact, we point out the good shit, man. You want the Omni heat, my niggas over there.
Right.
Get me one too.
Grab that 2X for me. Put it over there.
Right.
Shit, I'm not doing shit. I'm not.
Every time that shit used to happen, I was like, bro, the North Face across the street. Why are you over here?
That's what I'm saying. Like
Gert Boyle is not putting it out there motherfucking product for the streets. You can go get this from Marshalls, buddy. This is gonna be in Marshalls next week.
I swear.
They motherfuckers have no evolution to their products, man. That shit is the same shit.
Now they put some boots out this year that were decent.
Man, you out here still looking at Sorels.
I wouldn't have looked at the Sorels. I looked at some of the stuff, you know.
No, you drink the tea. When you work there, you drink a little bit of the tea.
Hey, bro, you get 60% off. You start, hey. Damn, that's why I don't be able to buy that shit.
Discount.
Yeah, but for a motherfucker who you must know what Sorels are.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's a big ass discount.
Yeah, if you don't know what Sorels are, then it's just kind of like, all right, it's just another boot.
And on top of that, it's like you was coming in with smashing grabbing Columbia, and Columbia ain't shit.
Yeah. All right, man.
It raining?
Maybe. He said it's supposed to rain today.
Sprinkling early.
It is.
Oh, damn. Play off some shit. All right, y'all. Well, we got y'all another episode in the tank. Like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend. Shovanist Pigs are here. Okay. Yeah, I don't have nothing else to add to that. Y'all got anything y'all want to tell the people?
Be cool like you be cool.
Be cool like you be cool. You know what I'm saying? Be safe out here in these streets. Keep your head on the swivel.
Hey, get to know your local suburbs, man. Be nice shit happening out there in Wooddale. That's I'm gonna be hit. They got a little car show. They got a water park. They got all kinds of shit in Wooddale. Man, I'm gonna be out there, baby.
Hit me up, man. I'm like 20 minutes away.
You know what I'm saying? Where you at, Rollo? Over there, Wooddale, baby.
All right, y'all. We up out of here.
They got a motherfucking what's that shit? The rib place?
I don't know. I'm be on Wooddale.
Look, the barbecue sauce everybody like. Sweet Baby Ray's.
They say weed bad for you, but never thought twice about not smoking the shit. I'm hoping it flip. Big time blunts with the Shovanist Pigs.